Okay, if we look at these three languages, then the first one is defined by choosing 3 times from the set containing the words 0, 1 and 1, 0. So if we look at the first one, this is in fact choosing 3 times from 0, 1, 1, 0. So what I could do is I would just choose 3 times the first one. Or I choose 3 times the second one. Or I choose once the first, then once the second, and once the first again. So all these possible combinations will define the language L. The second languages, we have a new notation. We see a star there. And that star means, just like in the clean closure, that we can have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So it means that we can either choose 0 A's or 1 A's or 2 A's, etc. So let's start by making a word choosing 1, 0. Then the second part, you should read a symbolic 1 there. So we have once BA. And then we have B twice. So this would be a nice word in the language. We could also don't choose A at all and then just start with BA, followed with 2 B's. Or we could do A3, BA, B2. Yeah, so all possibilities. And the last one, what we could do is choose 1. Remember, there's a symbolic 1 there. So choose 1 from the first set. So let's pick ABA. And then choose 3 times from 0 and 1. So for instance, 0, 0, 0. Or BB 0, 1, 0. Or ABA 1, 1, 0, etc. Okay, for the last exercise, let's see if we can make a set notation for a language. The alphabet is 0 and 1, where all the words start with 0, 0. So, if we look at the set, it contains words starting with 0, 0. That's for sure. But then, of course, we can add as many elements as we like, because the only sure thing is that we have ones, 0, 0. And for the rest, we can choose from the complete alphabet as often as we like, including not at all. So the complete notation would be pick ones, 0, 0, and then follow with as many times 0 or 1 as you like, including with none at all. Second one, all words starting with 2, 4 or 6 zeros. So we could have this word or this word or just simply 2 zeros. So all these combinations are possible. What we don't allow, apparently, is a word starting with an odd number of zeros. So this one would not be correct, because now it didn't start with 2 zeros, but it started with 3 zeros. So how can we make this in a set notation? So let's see. We have minimal 2 zeros, because no zeros is also not allowed. So we have minimum 2 zeros. And then we can follow with as many even number of zeros as we like. So we can pick no zeros at all, or 2, or 4, or 6. So we start minimum with 2, and then we could add nothing, if we put a 0 there, or we can add once a double 0, or twice, etc. And then what's very important, we can't choose 1, 0 now, because then we would have an odd number of zeros. So either we stop now, or, so either we stop now, so this is the end of it, or, and that means we unite with adding a 1. So we have to start again with the same situation, and then we add minimal 1, 1. And then I don't care what happens after this, because now we have an even number of zeros, we have minimal 1, 1, and then we can choose as much as we want from the complete alphabet. So this was quite a complicated one. So we have a possibility of only having zeros, so either 2 or 4 or 6 or 8, or, so we have to unite, we have an even number zeros, so 2 or 4 or 6, etc., followed with minimum 1, 1, and then we can add whatever we like. We can stop, or we can just fill it up with as many elements as we like. Okay, this is a more easy one. So 0, 1, 1, 0 is a subword. That means we can have to find this combination of letters somewhere in the word. So we can have things in front of it, or things at the end of it, or not at all, as long as this thing here is part of the complete language. So that would mean that the language in total is defined by choosing whatever you can, whatever you like, up front of this subword. Then we have to add the subword, and then again we can find whatever we like as many times as we like from the complete alphabet. So the complete language has this one somewhere in the middle. Could also be in the beginning, by the way, if we don't use anything here as well at all. And it is found before this subword we can put in letters, and after the subword we can put in letters. Then the last one, and in this last one again, this is a difficult one. We have a word starting with 0, 1. So now we can add whatever we like, or ending with 0, 1. So we can put up front whatever we like. And this combination, so imagine you can find a union again, and this combination will give us the complete language. So the language would be, okay, starting with 0, 1, and then filling it up with whatever I like from the alphabet. United with anything we like from the alphabet, and ending again with 1, 0. So the total language would be a union from picking from the alphabet 0, 1, filling it up with anything we like from the complete alphabet, united with choosing anything from the alphabet, and ending with 1, 0. Okay, this will conclude the lesson 1 of the languages. So again, you will find exercises on SharePoint. If you want to have questions, then please just meet me again at Teams with our weekly meeting, or just post them on Teams and I will try to answer them as soon as possible. Thanks for joining, and see you again in the second lesson.